Hi all. Today we are going to discuss about version management in SAP MM. So this version management is used to create and manage versions of purchasing documents such as purchase requisitions, purchase orders, contracts and etc. This version management helps to track changes made into the document and to send updated information to the supplier. This version management particularly used for the scenarios which are extending over a longer period of time. To set up version management into the system, we need to maintain some configuration setting and need to activate version management for specific document and purchase organization. So in this topic, we'll see how to set up version management for purchase orders and contracts. So for this, we'll go into the system. Now we'll see how to set up version management for purchase order. So, so we need to follow this configuration path SPRO. Click on SAP reference IMG, then go to materials management. Under materials management, expand this purchasing. Under purchasing, we have a configuration node, versions management. Under version management, go to set up version management for external purchasing documents. So click on execute button, then click on new entries. Here if you click on this drop down option, so we have different types of document categories. So A for RFQ, B for purchase requisition, F for purchase order, K for contract, L for scheduling agreement. As we need to maintain version management for purchase order, so here we'll select document category as a F, and we want to maintain version management for document type. Click on drop down option. Let's say our document type is ZNB1, so I want to maintain version management for this document type, and purchase organization, let's say my purchase organization is ZP01. Then under control data section, we have two check boxes. So the first checkbox, if you select this checkbox, then version management will be activated. Then what is the purpose of second checkbox? If we select this checkbox, then once we create a purchase order, then automatically system will trigger version 0 and it will automatically flag version completed indicator for that version or for that initial version. So in below section we have a field selection. Suppose if you want to maintain some information, suppose if any user tries to do some changes in the purchase order, and for that purchase order, if you are expecting some information from that user, so here we need to maintain field selection for that respective field. Let's say if any user is trying to do changes, so here if we select field status as required, it means user has to enter reason mandatory. If user has to enter the reason for the change. If he doesn't enter, then system will not allow user to save the purchase order. Similarly for shortest field, suppose if you want shortest field as a required entry, then select as a required entry. Then requester, you want information, who has done the changes. If you want that requester information, then maintain field selection as a required entry. For other field like external number, posting date, so if I don't want this information, so we can keep this field is in display mode or in suppress mode. So this is how you can maintain field selection for the required fields. Then click on save. So version config for version management has maintained. If you click on back button, so here it will show document category F, document type ZNB1 and purchase organization ZP01. So for this combination ZNB1 and purchase organization ZP01, okay, we have activated version management for the purchase order. Now we'll try to create one purchase order. So to create purchase order, you can use GUI transaction MA21N, or you can through Fiori application also you can create. So through Fiori application you can use create purchase order advanced. Or here, if you want to search Fiori application, then you can type here create purchase order advanced. Or let me see here that application is available. Yeah, it is available here, but in the interest of time, okay, I will just show you purchase order creation through GUI transaction. So execute transaction code MA21N. So here what I will do, intentionally I am creating purchase order with document type NB. Okay, we have set up version management config for ZNB1, okay, but here, okay, intentionally I am just selecting ZNB1. Let's see what happens. Then enter your vendor. So my vendor is this. Then go to purchase org. So what is our purchase org? Our purchase org is ZP01. Purchase group is this. Company code is this. Now add item, or you just enter line item details. So my material, okay, I want to purchase this material, raw hyphen mat 1. How much okay, enter quantity. So let's say I want to purchase 10 quantity for this material, and my plant code is ZP01. Storage location is 0001. Hit enter. Now okay, go to header section and check if that version tab is triggered. So here you can see the version tab is not triggered. Why? Because we have set up version management for document type ZNB1 and purchase organization ZP01. So here what I will do, I will change document type from NB to ZNB1. Okay, still I have not saved this purchase order, that's why I can change document type. So my document type is ZNB1. So I have selected document type. So the moment I selected document type ZNB1 and purchase order ZP01, so here the criteria has fulfilled. That's why here you can see version tab has triggered. Version tab has triggered, and by default which version has triggered? 0 version has triggered, and by default this version completion flag, okay, it's coming in selected mode. It's coming in selected mode. So click on check button. So we don't have any issues during check. Click on save button. So the document has saved. If you want to open this document in display mode, how you can open? Just click on this other purchase order button. It will defaultly show, it will defaultly pop up the last document created number. Now go to edit mode. So here what we'll do, I will do some changes. So here I am changing quantity from 10 to 20. Then clicking on check button. See, as here I am changing quantity, so system is system is throwing error. What error system is throwing? Version management of purchase order still faulty. Okay, and in this pop-up there are 3 more error system is showing. Enter reason for change for version, enter short text for version, enter request for version. Okay, in the configuration setting, okay, what we did, we we just maintain this reason field as a required field, text field as a required field, and request by field is also required field. Okay, if we don't enter information in this three field, then system will not allow us to save these changes. So here, if I click on this drop down option, so here you can see there are some reasons are available. So how these reasons are coming? So to populate appropriate reason, so we need to maintain this reason information or particular reason in the configuration setting. So what is that configuration setting? Again go to config path, SPRO, click on SAP reference IMG, materials management, purchasing, versions management, define reason for change. Click on execute. So here you can see whatever we observed in the drop down option, okay, those reasons are maintained here. So if you want to create new one, how you can create? Click on new entries. So here I am just mentioning reason code 10 for quantity changed, reason code 20, let's say for price changed, reason code 30 for delivery changed, and reason code 40 some other changes. Click on save. Okay, now I have maintained reason codes, and also there is one more setting, version, that I will explain later. Now again we'll create purchase. So we have already created purchase order, right? So that purchase order will open in the change mode, or we'll create new one, 21, and our document type is ZNB1. My supplier is this, purchase organization this, purchasing group is this, company code is this, material is this, quantity, my quantity is this, then plant, storage location, hit enter. Okay, if you click on check button, just check at header level if where is type is happening or not. So yeah, we have a version tab, okay, here at header section. Now I am clicking on save button. So document has created. Now we'll make changes in this document. Go to edit mode. We'll change the quantity from 10 to 100, and then click on check button. The moment you click check button, system will throw error messages. So go to header section under version tab. So here you can see system has automatically triggered new version 1, and here this version completed indicator, okay, it's in uncheck mode, so we need to select this. Before that we'll just provide all information. So here I need to mention reason for change. So what is the reason? I wanted to change quantity, right? So I have changed quantity, so here I will select quantity changed. So here I will just provide some short text, quantity changed, requested by, okay, who did changes, let's say, okay, my user ID is user 01 or something, okay, I will provide this information. Then okay, if they, okay, I want to complete this version, okay, so then I have to select this version complete indicator. The meaning of this version complete indicator is, okay, whatever changes I wanted to do, I have done all the changes, and that's why, okay, I want to complete this version, that's why I am setting version completed indicator. So click on save button. So once you click on save buttons, see, a system allowed us to save this purchase order. And if you if you want to do changes again, let's say I'm opening this document in change mode. Now let's say I can, okay, after checking this document again, what I come to know, okay, this price is incorrect, so here I want to do some changes in the price. Let's say I want to change price from 10 to 11, so I will enter 11, press enter, click on check button. So here again, see, again we are getting error, but now what is the version number? The version is 2. If you go to version tab, so here you can see system has automatically triggered a new version. System has automatically triggered a new version. So here we need to provide information. Okay, so what is the reason of this change? Price. Whatever short text you want to provide, you can maintain that short text. As price changed as confirmed by supplier. Okay, something, okay, here you can provide the information. Then now clicking on check button, clicking on save. Yeah, so the document has saved. So this is how, okay, you can set up version management for purchase order, and also, okay, if you do any changes in the purchase order, then this is how you can do updation for that version. Now we'll see how to set up version management for contracts. For this, again go to configuration setting, SPRO IMG, materials management, purchasing. Under purchasing, go to versions management, and execute setup version management for external purchasing document. Setup version management for external purchasing document. So click on execute button. Now our requirement is to set up version management for contracts. Setup version management for contracts. So click on new entries. So document category for contract is K. So select here document category K. What is my document type for contract? So standard document types are MK and WK, right? So here I have created one custom document type ZMK1, and my purchase organization, I am using same purchase organization ZP01. Here also same thing, we need to if you want to set up version management for a contract, then we need to select this version active checkbox, and with this version 0, okay, it means, okay, when contract will be created, that time automatically system will trigger version 0 with version completed indicator. And if you want a reason information, okay, during contract change, then select required entry for reason, same for short text. Okay, and if you want other fields as a display, then you can select display, or you can suppress, hide that field by selecting suppress. So click on save. So now we have maintained version management configuration for contracts. Here you can see activated checkbox is selected. Now I will create contract. Okay, so to create contract, what transaction code we need to use? We have to execute transaction code ME31K. This is the GUI transaction code which we use to create contract. Press enter button. So here enter supplier code, agreement type. So what is our document type? Our document type is ZMK1. If you use other document type, then system will not trigger version, because we have maintained version management setup for ZMK1 document type and purchase organization ZP01. Okay, my plant is, let's say my plant is ZP01 and my store location is ZP01. So here I have entered all information. click on or press enter button. In the validity end field, let's say here I am entering validity end as 31st December 2025 something. Yeah, at overview section here enter material quantity and price details. So our material is, let's say, raw hyphen mat 1, raw hyphen mat 1, quantity, let's say quantity is 1000, then order unit also I'm using each, hit enter, then enter net price. So let's say for this net price is 10. Yeah, so all information, okay, we have entered, so there is no information missing, so we can click on save button. So here we can see we have created contract 466x036. Now if we open this version in a display mode, so to check version for the contract, how we can check? In the menu option, go to header and click on versions. So this is how you can check version information in the contract. Now let's say, okay, after creating contract, I want to do changes. Okay, so how I can do? Go to menu option, click on change, or use ME30 to get transaction. So what changes I want to do? Let's say I want to change target quantity. So here I change quantity. Now if I click on save button, see, is system allowing us to save? No. Okay, system is throwing error. Enter reason for change for version. So where we can maintain this information? So for this we have to go into header, version. So here you can see this 0 version, it got triggered during creation, but as we are doing changes, so right now what version trigger? Version 1 has triggered. So for this we need to provide all the information. Let's say the reason is quantity change. In short text also I am just entering same quantity change, and user is something, user 10, let's say, and I want to complete this. Okay, click on save. So what if, let's say, okay, this, okay, here we have done changes. Now I'm going back to that purchase order which I created. Yeah, so this is the purchase order. Okay, if I open this purchase order in change mode, let's say if I do any other changes other than this, or else what we'll do, I'm going back to materials management, purchasing, versions management. Right now we saw how to set up version management for purchase orders and contracts. Okay, we maintain this version management setup and this one. So what we'll do, we'll just delete this. Okay, or we'll keep this version purchase order as it is, or let's say delete it, no matter. Click on save. So here do we have version management for contract with the document type ZA, ZMK1 and ZP01? No, right? Here we have one setup available, but it is for standard document type WK and purchase organization 0001. But for our purchase organization, we don't have a setup, okay, maintained for version management. So in this case, okay, if we try to create contract, let's see if version triggers or not. Okay, I am using same supplier, same. Okay, I'm using agreement type same, plant, all information I'm using same. Okay, click on save. So document has created. If I open this document in display mode, okay, go to header. So see, the version is in display mode. It means, okay, if the version management is not configured for the document type and purchase organization, okay, with which we have created contract, then this version tab, okay, it will be in in disable mode. Okay, we cannot open this versions tab, right? So this is the important note which you need to remember. So right now we saw how to create contract through GUI transaction code ME31K. But now what we'll do, we'll create same contract, okay, using Fiori application, Manage Purchase Contracts. We'll use Fiori application, Manage Purchase Contract. If you want to see what is the app ID for this Manage Purchase Contract, how you can see, if you want to click on this main profile, okay, then go to click on about. So here you can see profile ID for this Fiori application. So what is the profile ID for this? F1600A. Now I want to create purchasing contract. How I can create? Click on this create button. Here I'm just providing some information. Test purchasing contract, okay, version. Okay, here provide all information. Let's say our vendor is supplier is Z64 times 028. Okay, then what is our document type? So our document type is ZMK1 and purchase organization is ZP01, or you can use standard one also. So here I am using my document type per purchase organization. Then scroll down, here you can enter purchasing group. So here I am selecting existing purchasing group, and our company code is ZC01. Okay, so we have selected, okay, purchasing group and company code. Then enter valid to date. So we'll enter valid to date as 31st December 2025. Then scroll down. Okay, so whatever the mandatory fields are there, okay, we are entering all the mandatory information. Let's say at item level we will enter material details. So what is our material? Raw hyphen mat 1. Then move the horizontal scroll bar towards right side. Here you can enter target quantity. Let's say my target quantity is 1000. I am entering net price as a 10. Then my plant code is ZP01. Okay, here I entered all information, and I want to enter solution information also. So clicking on this extension button. So here I will enter store location information. Now coming back, okay, click on create. So contract has created. So what is the contract number? 466 times 038. 466 times 038. So this contract we have created through Fiori application, and here you can see the document status is appearing is active. Now what I will do, we'll compare both contracts, one contract which we created through GUI transaction and one contract we created through Fiori application. So to compare that, okay, I will open one table EKKO. So here we'll enter both contract numbers. So the contract which I created through GUI transaction, it has a number ending with 37, and the contract which I created through Fiori application, it has a ending number 38. So clicking on execute button. Okay. Now what I will do, I will go back to Fiori screen. So this is the contract, okay, we created through Fiori application. Right now the document status is active. So in this contract, what I will do, instead of doing changes through Fiori application, what I will do, I will do changes through GUI transaction. Okay, what I am doing, I created contract using Fiori application, but now for changing purpose, okay, to do changes, I am using GUI transaction. I created contract using Fiori application, but now I am doing changes through GUI transaction. So here, okay, I am just modifying this quantity from 1000 to 2000. So I have done changes. No, okay, I have done changes. So if we go back to configuration setup, here we will just make sure, okay, go to setup version management for external purchasing document. So we don't have config setup maintained for ZMK1 purchasing document type and ZP01 purchase organization. It means, okay, what we will assume, okay, version has not triggered for any of this contract. Now what I will do, I will try to create purchase order against this contract. Okay, I will create purchase order. You can use any document. Let's say, okay, you are using NB document type, okay, no matter. And here in the item section, here I am entering contract number and line item number. This contract we have created through Fiori application. Now hit enter button. So see what error message we are getting, contract version 0 still being processed. This version error we are getting, okay, while creating purchase order against this contract. Okay, we are creating purchase order with reference to contract, but while creating this, okay, we are getting this version error. And what error is saying, this contract document version 0 is still being processed. It means version 0 for this contract is not yet completed, it's in process status. But we have already seen, right, in the configuration setup we don't have configuration maintained for that contract. What I will do, I will come back. Now I will use other contracts. This first contract, this contract we have created using ME31K. Now see what happens. If I go back to MA21 and transaction code, we'll enter contract number and line item number, press enter. Okay, quantity error we are getting. Here I entered quantity. So see, we didn't receive any error. Okay, we didn't receive any error for the contract which is created through GUI transaction, but we are getting error for the contract which is created through Fiori. Why it is so? So for that, let me explain on the notepad. Okay, if we create okay, if we create contract using ME31K, and what is the second case? If we create contract using Fiori application, we need to understand what difference occurs, okay, if we create contract using ME31K GUI transaction and if we create same contract using Fiori application, Manage Purchase Contract, what difference occurs? So after 2023 version, okay, after 2023 version or in 2023 version, what happened? If we create contract through ME31K, then system didn't trigger version. System didn't trigger version in the document. Okay, no matter whether setting is maintained or not maintained. Okay, not maintained as in, okay, if we create contract using ME31K, okay, no matter, okay, whether setting is not setting is maintained or not, okay, if we create contract using ME31K, system will not trigger version, okay, if there is no version maintained, but if we create contract using Fiori application, okay, system triggers version 0, system triggers default version 0 in the document. Even though there is no version configuration maintained, version configuration maintained. So this is the difference, okay, is introduced in 2023 version. If we create contract using ME31K, then system will not trigger version 0 automatically in the document. Okay, if you want version, then you need to maintain version management setup. But if you are creating contract using Fiori application or Manage Purchase Contract, then what happens? System will automatically trigger version 0 in the contract, even though there is no version configuration maintained in the system. Okay, that's for that purpose. Okay, what we'll do, we'll go back to AKKO table, and here in the AKKO table I will first deselect all the fields. Okay, now I will select required fields. So here I am selecting EBLN, then company code, document type field, document category field, then status field, and ADAT field, creation date field. Then click press Ctrl F button and search version field. To search version field, you can use technical name REVNO, and there is one more field, processing state. So I'm selecting that field also. Now click on execute button. So here you can see the first contract, this first document we created using GUI transaction code ME31K, and second document we have created by using Fiori application Manage Purchase Contract. So what difference here you can see, if we create contract using ME31K, then system didn't trigger version. Okay, system didn't trigger version 0, and processing state is also blank. But when we created contract with Fiori application, what happened here? System triggered version 0 and processing state is a 01. Right now this processing state is 01. Why it is 01? Because we did changes. Okay, let me show you. If I create one more contract, I enter purchasing group, company code information, then scrolling down. So here we'll enter item details. So my material is raw mat 1. So here we'll enter quantity, let's say 10,000. Here I am entering plant code ZP01. Okay, so all informations are entered. Net price, okay, here we will enter 10. Now click on create button. Oh, I forgot to enter validity end date. So we have entered validity end date also. Clicking on create button. So document is now saved. Yeah. So what is the contract number? 464x039. So if I go back to EKKO table, now I am adding one more document number. Let's say here I am putting range from 37 to 39. So see, so this document, this contract just now we created using Fiori application, right? Whatever the document type, MK or ZMK. But what happens, okay, if you use Fiori application, Manage Purchase Contract, then system automatically triggers version 0, and by default the contract document status will be 02. 02 means active. 02 means active, and the same status you can check in Fiori application also. If you scroll up, here you can see the purchasing document status is active. But for the same document, for the same contract, if you do changes using GUI transaction, let's say for this document, what I will do, I will do changes. Okay, so to make changes, what I am doing, I am using GUI transaction. So here you can see, now I want to change quantity. So how I can check? I am just select this line, click on item details button. So here I will change quantity. Oh, this is the display transaction. Go to change mode. Yeah, so here I want to change quantity from 10,000 to 20,000. So now I am changing quantity, okay, using GUI transaction. So when we do like this, okay, the contract is created through Fiori application, but to make changes if we are using GUI transaction, so what happens here, just focus on this. for the last line the version is 0 and processing state is 02. Now I am clicking on refresh button. So what happens, this processing state, this document status, okay, it has changed from 02 to 01. So what is the what is 01? 01 means version in process. It means what happened, the contract which we created through Fiori application, if we do changes for that contract by using GUI transaction, so in that case this document status, okay, it gets changed from active to in preparation. In Fiori also you can verify. Just click on refresh button. Just refreshing. Yeah, so see, the purchasing document status is in preparation. So in this scenario, okay, so in this situation, suppose if someone tries to create purchase order for this contract, let me go to MA21N quickly. So this is the MA21 transaction. So here we'll provide contract details. This is the contract. Hit enter line item details. So see, contract version 0 still being processed. Why this error is coming? Because this contract we created through Fiori application, right? This contract we created Fiori application, and when we created through that time the version was 0, okay, version is 0, okay, version is 0 and processing status was 02, but after doing changes, okay, this status got changed from 02 to 01, 02 to 01. So now for this contract version status is in process. So in this case, okay, in this case if you want to create purchase order, so first of all you need to fix this issue, okay, you need to fix this issue, and to fix this issue what we need to do, we need to complete this version, we need to complete this version 0. So how we can complete this version 0? So for this, go to MA32K, enter contract number, then in the menu option go to header, click on versions. Now see, even though we don't have configuration maintained, but still this version is coming in enable mode, because for this document version is triggered, right? Why triggered? Because this document is created through Fiori application. So for this document we need to just select this version completed indicator, click on save. Now if you try to create purchase order, system will not throw any error. Just verify. Okay, go to MA21N, enter contract number, line item number, hit enter. Okay, enter quantity. See, now that error has fixed. Okay, now we are not getting that error. Okay, why this error is not coming? Because what we just completed that version. If you see here, okay, after completing version, if you refresh this Fiori screen, it will show contract document status as a active, because we have completed that, we have stated that version completed indicator. So see, the document status is active. Now someone will ask, what if we do changes through Fiori application? Okay, earlier we did changes through MA32K application, but what if someone does changes through Fiori application? Let me go to edit mode. Okay, I think we have opened this we have opened this purchase order. Okay, so let me go back to contract. Yeah. Now what we'll do, whatever the changes we did through GUI transaction, same thing we'll do from Fiori application. Yeah. So here we will change quantity from 20,000 to 15,000. Click on save. See, the document status is still active. It means if we do changes through Fiori application, okay, if we do changes through Fiori application, status will not change. Status will remain as it is. Okay. Even if you go to EKQ table, okay, EKQ table, and if you refresh this, you will see the same traces. Earlier also it was 02, now also it is showing 02. Okay, it means the conclusion is, if we create contract through Fiori application, and in that case, okay, what happens, system triggers version 0. Okay, in this case system triggers version 0 with processing state 02. 02 means active. But for this contract, if we do changes through GUI transaction, for this contract, if you do changes through GUI transaction, then it will change this processing state from 02 to 01. 01 means version in process. So in that case, we need to complete that version. Okay, this is the solution for it. But actually it's a program error. Okay, it's a program error. If I show you slide, so here you can see, for this issue there is already KBA and SAP Note is available. This 3577039. Okay, in this KBA document, okay, this issue has clearly explained. Version is generated for contract created in Manage Purchase Contract application, SAP S4 HANA 2023 onwards. And the second document, purchase contract has an incorrect status when changed in ME32K. If you open this document, in this document it is clearly mentioned, if we change a contract which is if we change contract through ME32K transaction, okay, the contract which is created in Fiori app, then it will trigger incorrect status, and that's why, okay, users are facing issue while converting or while creating purchase requisition or purchase order against that contract. So to fix that issue, what SAP has done, SAP has provided a correction note. In this, we need to implement that note, and after that, okay, even though if we change contract in ME32K transaction, it will not change processing status. Okay, it will remain as it is. So this is the new change, okay, which is introduced in SAP S4 HANA 2023 onwards. This is the document which I was talking. Okay, 3577039 version is generated for contracts created in the Manage Purchase Contract app. Please go through this, okay, KBA document and this note 3525238. This is for today's topic. Thanks for watching and keep learning. Bye bye.